Hey everybody, listen, welcome back to Business Success by Design. Hey, in this episode, we're going to talk about your offer and what's the deal with your offer. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Business Success by Design podcast, where you'll learn everything you need to know about building a thriving business. This isn't theory. It's hardcore strategies and tactics designed to help you win. Join us as top business coaches, marketers, and business insiders pull back the curtain on what really works in building the business you want and what's just complete BS. Now, sit back and listen to rockstar host James Lawson, he's the one with a funny accent, and Angela Inzerillo as they go deep, cut through the crap, and get to the core of making your business work for you.
All right, today we're talking about something near and dear to every business owner's heart, and probably the cause of about 80% of their late night overthinking. It's called your offer, what we like to call your irresistible offer. Now listen, I know what you're thinking. I've already got an offer, James. I sell a thing. People pay me for it. I'm good. Here's the thing. If you're not consistently booking clients, closing deals, or hearing, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for, then maybe, just maybe, your offer isn't doing what you think it is. And that's what we're going to try and fix today. In this episode, I'm going to break down 3 common mistakes that I think most owners make when building an offer. We're going to talk about how to avoid falling into the same traps. And we're going to give you my personal framework. It's what I call the Irresistible Offer Formula, and it helps our clients turn vague services into high-converting packages that actually sell. Does that sound good? Are you in for that? All right, so let's dive in. So let's talk about the 3 big mistakes. And listen, I'm going to go through these. You may think, hey, that's not me. It's fine. I'm going to talk about in general when we start working with our clients. This is typically what we're going to see. So the first mistake is this. Your offer is too vague. Seriously, guys, half the time I read someone's website, I actually walk away thinking, hey, they might be a coach or a life philosopher or, even possibly a very passionate, motivational barista. I have no idea. It's really not their fault, right? They're trying. Everybody's trying. But they're just saying the things like, let me give an example. I help you unlock your potential. We'll work together to elevate your strategy. You'll gain the clarity that you need to grow. I mean, what the F is that? Okay. What are we actually buying here? That's the question. Is it a workshop? Is it a retreat? A warm hug? A handwritten journal prompt? Look, here's the truth. People don't buy ideas, okay? They buy outcomes. So inside the Irresistible Offer Formula, the way that we do this is we actually start with what we call the end game first principle. What is that? Well, what's the clear and specific result that your client wants? You have to get there first. You cannot build an offer unless you've got complete clarity about the specific result that your client is looking for. Second, how will their life or business be different after working with you? If you cannot answer that in one clean sentence, then I'm telling you, you are not selling an offer. You're selling a guess. Not a guest, a guess. Right? So remember, people do not buy ideas. They buy outcomes. They buy specific results. So that's number 1. Number 2 was what we call overstuffed, right? What do I mean? It usually means that your offer is trying to do too much, right? We've all seen it. Offers that have so many moving parts, sometimes more moving parts than a Swiss watch, right? Hey, buy my thing and you're going to get 12 coaching calls, 8 video modules, a Slack group, 3 bonus trainings, a Stripe file, maybe a virtual summit pass, right? And maybe a commemorative branded tote bag. All right, I'm just kidding on the last one, I hope. Listen, your client is not grading you on effort. They are hiring you to solve a problem. Adding more stuff does not make your offer more valuable. It actually makes it overwhelming to the point where a lot of people are just going to walk away or ignore it. So in the IOF, or Irresistible Offer Formula, right, we teach a really simple process, which is this. We do a brain dump of everything that you could include. And I mean everything. Then ruthlessly cut. All right? So we ask a couple of questions. What's the shortest, clearest path to the promised outcome? How do we get them there in the easiest way possible? Whatever we have in our brain dump that meets that criteria, we take that and then we toss the rest. All right? We call this loading them up. Now, here's the big thing. We only start loading up once we've identified the clearest path to the outcome. Everything that we have after that is there to support the outcome. We don't want to drown it. So get that thing done first. Do your brain dump. Cut everything. Take the one thing that gets the result and then begin to add some additional value stuff. But do not drown it. Do not overwhelm your client or your prospect with stuff that doesn't really matter at this point in time. All right, let's get to number 3. My personal favorite. Your offer isn't sexy. I'm sorry. I know you think it is, right? Because you spent hours and hours and hours coming up with all the stuff and you think it's super sexy, and the rest of us are looking at it and going, no, it's very vanilla. So what I mean, actually, let me put it this way, guys. I don't mean that you need fireworks and celebrity endorsements, right? But let's be honest. If your offer is out there and it's called, let me give you an example, the Gold Tier Business Coaching Package, 6 sessions, I'm already asleep. The world does not need another bronze, silver, gold service tier. We're not signing up for a gym membership in 1998, right? We need names and positioning that spark interest. How can I put this? Think of it. I solve this problem. I solve this for people like you, and I do it in a way that works, right? So, in the offer formula, right, we just call this part making it sexy, right? You got to make it sexy. It needs a title that's benefit driven, implies transformation, and it feels fresh, not corporate or cold. So, for us, like, we have what we used to call, believe it or not, some years ago, it was our marketing foundation program. But, right? Now we sold a bunch, but it's not really sexy. Now we call it the client flow conversion sprint. Why? Because that's what it does. It builds client flow into a business super quick. Right? We don't take months to get it done. I mean, it is a 16-week program, but clients are generally getting results within the first 8 to 10 weeks. So we said, well, we need to call it something around the benefit. We need to add in what is the transformation. So we called it client flow, conversion sprint. So your name should say what the offer does and then make them want it. All right, just to recap. The 3 big offer mistakes that we see. You're too vague, i.e. no clear promise. You're overstuffed, i.e. no clear path. And you're too boring, i.e. no clear reason to care, right? No one's going to care. So if any of that hit home, don't worry. This is exactly how we're going to fix this, right? We can fix it inside the client flow program, right? Specifically during what we call phase 2, which is our value phase. And the way that we work it is there's 5 phases. We go through clarity, we go to value, we go to visibility, right? We go to conversion, and then we go to momentum. That's how we do it in the 5 phases. So with the offer formula, we're really geared up to really kind of do the 3 big things, which is get clear on the end game, Structure the offer for real results, and then name and position it so it actually attracts the right people. This is not about selling harder. It's about packaging smarter. So listen, if you want to get a taste of how this works, or if you think your offer could use a makeover, right, go to the link, and there's one of two things you can do. And by the way, you can do both things. One, you can download the framework that we use for our offer and do it yourself. Two, you can book a core marketing strategy call where we'll actually look at your offer specifically, or do both. I don't care, right? We're here to help. Just shoot me a message. I'm not hard to find. Book the call or download, do whatever it is to get yourself moving, all right? You don't need to be stuck in the non-sexy offer place, for want of a better expression, right? We want to clean up your offer, right? We want to clean up your offer. All right. This has been fun. Listen, it's a wrap. I will see you next time, and maybe skip the tote bag. All right, guys, take care, and hope to hear from you soon. Bye.
Welcome to the Business Success by Design podcast, where you'll learn everything you need to know about building a thriving business. This isn't theory. It's hardcore strategies and tactics designed to help you win. Join us as top business coaches, marketers, and business insiders pull back the curtain on what really works in building the business you want and what's just complete BS. Now, sit back and listen to rockstar host James Lawson, he's the one with a funny accent, and Angela Inzerillo as they go deep, cut through the crap, and get to the core of making your business work for you.